Manga Wido.
My name is Reiko. I'm a senior that goes to a private college in the city. I'm going to eat food with my childhood friend. Oh, over here! Her name was Mizusu Yamato. And Shohei. We had all been together since kindergarten and gone through school together. We had all gone to different colleges, but I still loved all of them. Sorry to keep you waiting. How have you been?
I'm doing great. Now we're just waiting on Yamato.
Huh? He's late for once.
It's rare that you're not late.
Shut up!
I'm worried, so I'm gonna give him a call.
Yuto talked to me while keeping a little distance from Mizusu on the phone.
You must be really lucky having a girlfriend that's that word for being a little late.
Yamato and Mizusu are dating. The day of the graduation of high school, Yamato had asked Mizusu out. After that, they are acting like they are madly in love, and Yuto and I were cheering for them.
I've never even had a girlfriend.
It's not like you haven't had your chances. I'm sure if you tried, you could find someone.
It's not like I want a girlfriend. Besides, sorry I'm late.
Mizusu, who now had Yamato in tow, had interrupted Yuto. All right, cheers!
Man, we're almost 20. Can I have some alcohol too?
No!
I'm 20, so I can drink. The place that Yuto had reserved was all private, and we had been doing unwinding, talking about the old days. Besides, Yuto, you look like you can't handle your booze.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, where did you get that information?
You okay?
Yeah, something got caught in me throat. Maybe I am getting old.
You're not even 20, dude.
The party was even more rowdy than ever. Afterwards, we were unable to really meet after exams and part-time jobs were all in the way. About a year passed, and we were sophomores when I was able to meet with Mizusu because she was off work. I told her what was going on and complained about work while talking about how we all wanted to meet up again. I felt like her face had changed for a second. Is something wrong, Mizusu?
Huh? Nothing. Let's hang out when we get the chance.
Yeah. Oh, how's Yamato?
Oh, he's pretty busy with reports and whatnot. I haven't been able to see him recently either.
I see. Yeah, we're all pretty busy, I guess. I don't even want to go to school.
What do you mean?
I felt a little strange in her answers, but I knew something was off. She seemed like she didn't have much energy. Miss Suzu, are you okay?
I'm okay. The food was delicious.
Her smile was no different than usual. Maybe I'm thinking too much? I left it alone and we just kept talking as usual. And then, I still had to work hard in lectures and part-time jobs, and time flew by. I was in the later half of my junior year and started working to find employment. Then one day, I heard a strange rumor. Mizusu was with a man? A high school friend had told me that there was a rumor about Mizusu was cheating on her boyfriend. Apparently, she would go out with a man she'd never seen before, and she was seen going home with that man. It's gotta be a friend, right? She wouldn't cheat. But like, when I went to the hospital, I saw her with someone that wasn't Yamato at the OBGYN. I see. I don't really remember what we talked about after that. Honestly, I really couldn't see her cheating. I knew it, but if she really did do that... Yamato... I couldn't hold back and sent Mizuzu a text. Sorry for texting you out of the blue. I have an important thing I want to talk to you about. Can I see you soon? 2 days later, we went back to the cafe. We talked about nothing for a while, and I asked her about it. Hey, have you gone to the hospital recently?
Huh?
I was nervous, but I kept going forward with everything. My friend said you were at the hospital, so I was wondering if you felt sick or something.
No, it's nothing.
I saw Mizusu trembling, and I noticed a tinge of doubt growing inside of me.
It has nothing to do with you.
I couldn't say anything back to Mizusu as she spoke to me trembling. I see. Sorry for taking your time. I let her go after that. However, a few days later, it happened. Phew, I was so nervous. It was right after I had an interview at a company. I had to walk in front of Miss Suzu's house, so I felt a little awkward about it. I picked up the pace to not stumble into anything, and just as I was about to pass her apartment... Huh? Misuzu? I saw Misuzu in front of her house, hugging a man I didn't know!
Thank you for today.
Yeah, but don't push too hard. I'll help you out too.
The man patted her on the head and gently stroked her hair. He waved his goodbye after and left. Before I could think logically, I was walking towards her. Misuzu?
Reiko?
What was that? Hey, who was that? I had to ask her even though she looked clearly threatened. Please, we're best friends, right? If you're hiding something, you have to tell me. I'll help you out, I promise.
Just because you're my friend doesn't mean I want to tell you everything.
Like that you're cheating? Her eyes went wide. You went to the OBGYN with a man you hadn't seen, right?
No, I would never.
Then, who was that you were hugging? What did you need at the OBGYN? What is it that you can't talk to me about? You're cheating, aren't you? I feel so bad for him. Please take care of him, of Yamato.
You don't know shit! Stop talking like you know!
She yelled and ran away. This was how I stopped talking to her, and before I knew it, I had graduated. A year later, I was working at a bank in the city. I started getting used to work and was a little more confident and relaxed. After that event with Misuzu, it became difficult to talk to Yamato and Yuto. I hadn't talked to any of them. If only I was more delicate. If I was more grown up, I wonder if I could have gotten along with everyone still. I should apologize to her. How do I apologize to her? And one day, while I was thinking of such things... Huh? I got a call from Yuto for the first time in a while!
Hey, can I have some of your time?
He said he had something important to talk about. After a while, I went to the restaurant that he asked me to go to and sat at a table that Yuto was at. He seemed a little strange. Before we even finished our greetings...
I wanted to tell you that, Yamato apparently has leukemia and doesn't have much longer.
I could feel my face get colder. Does it have much longer? What the hell did that mean? Yamato would... Yuto talked to me quietly. 4 years ago, he would occasionally get bouts of amnesia and shortness of breath. At first, he didn't think much of it, but started having low-grade fevers and felt really sick. So he went to the hospital where he was diagnosed with leukemia. That's when he started his treatments. The side effects were rough on him. He suffered from nausea and headaches. He lost all of his hair and lost more and more weight. He, of course, couldn't go to college and dropped out midway through. He fought with the side effects for several years. From about a year ago, he couldn't get out of bed. 2 months ago, the doctors had given him little to live.
He didn't want to worry us.
But...
Remember when Misuzu had that weird rumor spread about her? With the OBGYN or something? That all had to do with Yamato. The man she was with was Yamato's relative, and she was helping him and his relatives out.
I misunderstood that. I could feel the shame and regret.
Also, the testing department for blood tests is right next to the OBGYN, so that's probably how people were even more confused.
I realized the damage I had caused to her. She was protecting someone important to her, and I just decided that she was cheating. I can't say I'm her best friend. I'm such an idiot.
Reiko, go to the hospital.
I can't. I don't have the right to talk to her.
If you don't go now, when are you gonna go? You're gonna continue going through life without telling her anything? You're gonna regret that for sure.
But...
I don't want to see my important Reiko suffering from regret later.
Huh? He spoke sternly.
It's okay. Our friendship isn't that weak, trust me.
Yuto. I was pushed by his words to go to the hospital the next day. Yuto had contacted Misuzu that I would go see them at the hospital, and I met with Misuzu in the hospital conference room. I bowed deeply. I'm so sorry! I didn't know anything about you at all.
I'm sorry too. I knew how you felt. I'm sure you were struggling too.
She patted my head gently and smiled gently.
Reiko, you have something you want to say to Yamato, right? If you don't say anything, you're gonna regret it forever.
Huh?
You like him, right? Yamato.
You figured it out, huh?
I kinda figured it out after we started college. I wasn't sure, but...
I'm sorry. He's your boyfriend.
I don't care. He's my boyfriend, but even before all of that, he's our childhood friend, right?
Yeah.
If we had more time, I wouldn't mind you keeping your feelings to yourself. But we really don't have any more time. But you're still my best friend, right?
Yeah.
Then come on. Yamato is waiting for you in the hospital room.
I was crying before I realized it, with the kind words she spoke to me. What are you gonna do if I take him from you?
I'll be sure to hate you forever.
We both laughed for the first time in a few years. I headed to Yamato and told him in his bed, I have always liked you. He looked really confused before smiling with a little bittersweet smile.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. But I love Raiko. I don't think that's gonna change for the rest of me little life. Sorry.
I know. I just wanted to tell you. I love the Yamato who's madly in love with Misuzu too. As a friend. Thank you, Misuzu Yamato. That's how my longest crush ended. Afterwards, I supported them as much as I could with Yuto's help. One day, we had a small wedding in the room. The two attendees were Yuto and I. There were also Misuzu in a beautiful white dress and Yamato in a white jacket. The two had a beautiful silver ring on their fingers. Of course, it wasn't formal, but to us, it was every bit as real as any other wedding.
Yeah, I remember all the pretend things we did in elementary school.
Hey, we were all happy about our roles today.
Yeah, we used to always argue about who would be mom and who would be dad.
You used to lose often and be the dog.
Shut up! I'm a preacher today!
Oh man, that was a blast from the past.
Thank you all. I'm so happy.
After clearing his throat, the preacher started reading. After the vows, Yamato and Misuzu exchanged a kiss. 6 months later, Yamato took his trip to heaven. A few years later, there have been a lot that happened. Yamato is still with us in our hearts. He is watching today too. It was Yuto and I's wedding. Misuzu had his photo in a black photo frame. It was an amazing photo of him smiling at us.
Yamato, they look really happy.
Yamato, we're all healthy. Make sure you look over us, okay?